Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Vivi Wogu, and today we are diving into one of the most popular and effective protective styles for natural hair, mini twists. Not only are mini twists cute and versatile, but they are also low manipulation and can help you retain length and promote healthy hair growth if done right. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to install mini twists step by step, how to care for them, and the do's and don'ts you need to know to maximize growth. Stick around till the end because I'll also share my personal pro tips that keep my twists looking fresh for weeks. Mini twists are considered one of the best protective hairstyles because they reduce manipulation, thereby resulting in less breakage. They keep your ends tucked and protected. They're super lightweight compared to braids. They allow easy access to your scalp for moisturizing, for washing, and oiling. You can wear them loose, pinned, in buns, ponytails, or even underwigs. Plus, mini twists don't require extensions unless, of course, you want to have added length, which makes them beginner friendly and cost effective. Before you start your mini twists, here are the things that you need to do first. So first, you start on clean hair. By that I mean washing with a sulfate-free shampoo to remove buildup. You can also go ahead to condition your hair or deep condition to add slip and moisture. I'd always recommend deep conditioning your hair every wash day to help with moisturizing and also to soften your hair and sort of like help it less prone to breakage. Then you detangle thoroughly with a wide tooth comb or a detangling brush. You could also finger detangling, but just know that it'll take a longer time. However, it'll be easier for you to sort of feel for the knots and the tangles than it would if you were using a detangling tool like a wide tooth comb or a detangling brush. Then the second thing you need to do is to moisturize your hair properly. So you can use the LOC method, which is leave-in, oil, and cream application, or the LCO method, which is leave-in, cream, and oil. Whichever way you like to moisturize your hair is perfect as long as you are moisturizing properly and not being too stingy with the moisturizers. This helps lock in moisture for the duration of your twist. Of course, you also top up on the moisturizing during the week. I prefer to moisturize my hair every 3 days or every 4 days. It depends on what your hair needs, so always pay attention to your hair to know exactly when you need to moisturize and when you're good to go. So you can blow dry your hair or you can stretch your hair with no heat stretching methods, which are putting your hair in braids, banding your hair, using the African threading method. But in this video, we are not stretching our hair before doing the twist. We are actually doing the twist on damp hair. Now on to installation. Step 1. Section your hair. Divide your hair into 4 to 6 large sections. Clip away, work one section at a time to stay organized. Step 2, create small subsections. So using a rat tail comb, part a small square or rectangular piece. Or like I said, if you want free parting, if you don't really care about the neatness of your parts at the back and in the middle, you can do that with your fingers. The size also depends on how small or how big you want your twist to be and how neat or long lasting you want your twist. If you choose a smaller size, you know that it's more time consuming as opposed to parting your hair in bigger subsections. I wanted it smaller to have that fuller look. You'll see as the video progresses. Go ahead to moisturize each section. I moisturize every part that I want to twist, but however later in the video I kind of switch that up and change that a bit. But do well to make sure that you're moisturizing properly. I like to start with a braid first to sort of make the hair look neater and long lasting, and also to prevent tangles at the root of my hair as opposed to just twisting from the roots. If you twist from the roots, your hair is more prone to looking older in a short space of time. and also it doesn't really protect the roots from being tangled. So I prefer to have my roots braided and start the twist with a braid before I switch to twisting, and you can see me do that in the video as well. Some people twist from their right hand feeding the left hand, and some others twist from their left hand feeding the right hand. I preferred to twist with my left hand feeding the right hand, and you see that in this video as well. For neat parts, use the rat tail comb, but for a more natural look, go ahead to finger parts. We're moving on to maintenance. How do you keep your mini twists fresh and help your hair grow? The first thing you need to do, moisturize weekly. Go ahead to use good old water and a leave-in conditioner. Seal your hair with a light oil, or you can go ahead to use your butters or hair grease. I use my good old natural shea butter and hair grease. They haven't failed me in the past and I still love them, so I go ahead to use them anytime. Make sure to focus the products on your ends because they're the oldest part of your hair, and also on your scalp because your hair grows from the scalp, and you need to make sure that your scalp is moisturized to prevent dryness and flakiness. The second thing you need to do, protect your hair at night. Before sleeping, always make sure to wear a satin bonnet or a silk bonnet, or even a satin scarf or a silk scarf. What that helps to do is to prevent the hair from freezing up too bad or tangling at the ends or causing more breakage. It also helps to keep your hair looking neater for a longer time, thereby giving you that confidence to wear your hair for longer, so you don't need to keep loosening your hair and restyling, thereby causing too much manipulation and having your hair more prone to breakage. If you're the kind of person who doesn't like to have anything on their head when they sleep, I'd suggest that you have a satin pillowcase or silk pillowcase. It does the job as well. Number 3, scalp care. Scalp care is very, very important to help you maximize hair growth. So how do you do this? You massage your scalp with oils like castor oil, peppermint oil, avocado oil, olive oil 2 to 3 times weekly. It helps to improve blood circulation, thereby stimulating hair growth. Number 4, try to limit frizz. How do you do that? Avoid over manipulation. You're not always touching your hair for no reason, and when you touch your hair, you're not touching your hair dry, rather you're touching your hair with leave-in conditioners, with your butters, with your oil to prevent so much frizz. I usually don't retwist my hair. If I still want to have the hair for a longer time, I just retwist the ones in front and the ones at the very back of my hair to sort of give that illusion that the hair is still new and neat looking. You get what I'm trying to say. Whenever you want to style your hair, you want to change your hair from falling loose or being up in a bun, just make sure that you're doing that gently, making sure that your buns are not tightly done and your low ponytails are half up. Whatever you're doing is not tightly done. So if you're tying your hair up, make sure that you're not tying it so tight so that, of course, it doesn't pull at the roots of your hair and, defeat the whole process of trying to grow your hair. So how long do you keep your twists? It depends on what you are trying to achieve. If you want your hair to grow, you need to keep your hands off your hair. The only times your hands should be in your hair are when you're trying to moisturize, or when you're trying to wash your hair, or when you're trying to style your hair. And make sure that you're not styling too often because it defeats the purpose of having low manipulation and trying to avoid breakage, of course. I recommend keeping mini twists for 3 to 6 weeks maximum to reduce the rate of tangles, because the longer your styles stay, the longer they are prone to tangles, and also the longer you would see growth. But you don't want to see growth and then lose the growth while trying to loosen the hair that's all tangled up too bad. So beyond that, like I said, build up and tangles can cause breakage when taking them down, so you have to be very careful when you take them down after the 3 to 6 weeks time frame. The key is balance. Protective styles are meant to protect your hair and not for you to neglect your hair. So like I said, always try to moisturize your hair every 3 to 4 days to make sure that your hair is getting everything that it needs to get to support its growth. Now, the takedown process. For you to take down your hair safely, you need to make sure that your hair is not dry. So go ahead to oil your hands and apply oil generously to your twist or hair grease. And first of all, starting with water or leave-in conditioner, then you start unraveling from the bottom. Do not go in the middle and pull up to your hair, because then you'll cause breakage and that defeats the whole purpose of growing your hair. Be patient, do not rush, because rushing your hair equals breakage and we don't want that. So if you know that you're not in the mood to loosen your hair properly and slowly, or maybe you have something that you're doing that's not going to allow you be patient with your hair, please do not go ahead to loosen your hair at that point. Then make sure to detangle as you go. So if you take out a twist, make sure to detangle, either your finger detangling or you're using a wide tooth comb or a detangling brush. Just make sure to do that, because if you don't, when all your hair is loose, it becomes harder to detangle. And then make sure to follow up with washing your hair and using a deep conditioner. In summary, moisture is king. Dry hair breaks, moisturized hair thrives. Don't twist your hair too tight. Make sure to protect your edges as well. Trim ends before twisting. Healthy ends equals less tangling. Drink water and eat well. Hair health starts from inside, so be sure to mind whatever you put in your mouth. Nutrition is very important. And lastly, be consistent. Mini twists every few months. Make sure to take in everything that I have mentioned in this video, and also try to discover more things for yourself, depending on your own hair growth experience and the type of hair that you have. And that's it, people. That's everything you need to know about installing and maintaining mini twists as a protective style to grow your natural hair. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, share with a friend, and subscribe for more natural hair care tips. Drop a comment below if you've tried mini twists before, because I'd love to hear your experience. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.